Hi, I'm Brandon Rolandson, and I'm going to be talking about Lil Nas X, but more specifically, his newly controversial music video for his song Montero. So to start, Montero, or Lil Nas X, has won numerous awards and even holds the record for the longest leading number one single of all time, toppling the likes of the Beatles and then more recently Post Malone, with his song Old Town Road, which you may have heard of. Recently, however, he has become the cause of a whole lot of controversy, and this is primarily because of the release of his newest song and video, Montero, subtitled Call Me By Your Name, in which he goes through the many stages of acceptance and denial of himself and his own sexuality. Hill is openly homosexual, which in itself stirred up some drama, but the music video for Montero, as well as the lyrics to the song, can easily put an end to any confusion within that regard. Moving on, Lil Nas X is no stranger to controversy, as he has a very active presence on social media and will often take matters into his own hands when it comes to dealing with people that openly dislike him. He is gay, and he is no longer afraid to talk about that. In a letter to his 14-year-old self, he writes, "I know we promised to die with the secret, but this will open many doors for many other queer people to simply exist." He goes on to explain that yes, he is indeed pushing an agenda with this new song and video. The agenda to make people stay the F out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Is that really too much to ask, simply to let people be themselves in peace? I don't think that it is, and I personally am a huge fan of both the artist and the new video and the entire message that it tells. Now with this, many upset parents have claimed that Hill's previous music was great for children, whereas this new song is completely inappropriate and not safe for children to watch. His older music being child safe is just simply not true, as hit song Old Town Road explicitly covers the topics of both alcohol and sex. With Montero, Hill has recently responded to many critics, one of which that claims that the system is targeting kids. Lil Nas X's fan base is mostly children, to which he responds, "There was no system involved. I made the decision to create the music video. I am an adult. I am not going to spend my entire career trying to cater to your children. That is your job." And honestly, I can't agree more. If you're going to let your kids watch something, just check out what they're watching before they can see it. As a parent, isn't it your job to be double checking everything that your kid is looking at and understanding, especially with the new emphasis on technology and the ease and access that children have these days? And then next up, there's a whole lot of religious symbolism within the music video, which brought up so many more topics. Now, the music video is controversial for many reasons, but a large part of it is because of the thick religious symbolism that is seen throughout it. The video begins with Hill playing the part of Adam in the Garden of Eden, as well as playing the part of Satan seducing Adam as a snake. For future simplification, it should be noted that Hill plays the part of every single character throughout the video. In the lyrics to this song, Hill states that if Eve ain't in your garden, you know that you can call me when you want, call me when you need, which doubles as a reference to both the biblical scene that is being shown, as well as Hill further explaining that he's gay. The video is littered with symbolism, but the most egregious of all is definitely the final act of the video. Montero is seemingly ascending to heaven when an infinitely long pole is shot out of the ground. Suddenly, Montero is no longer angelic and is instead clad in darker colors and sports bright red hair as he slides down into hell. He then confronts Satan himself and in turn seduces him, only to then snap his neck and seemingly take the devil's powers for himself. I personally don't see the outrage with this. While, yes, there is a lot of sexual imagery within this scene, isn't it Christians' goal to say that Satan is bad and that we shouldn't be looking up to him? I don't understand the outrage, because Lil Nas X he literally kills Satan, and that just doesn't quite add up to me as far as people being upset about this scene. Now, for the next part of my podcast, I have an interview with Lexi Lee.
Yeah, that's me.
Hello.
Hi.
So first I need to ask, does this video offend you at all?
Oh, not at all. I think it's great that Montero gets to establish his sexuality and be open with all that. It's my favorite part when he slides down the stripper pole, well, the pole, down into hell. I think he's iconic, and I think he really is making a statement, and I get the uproar, but simply it's not his responsibility to censor his art for other people's needs. Art is art, and you do what you want with it.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it is. It's art, and it's his art, so it, of course, would have parts of his own personality and who he is within it. And this song is so deeply personal that it's nobody's business to be upset about the scenes or things that happen in this video, because it's not about anyone but himself.
Yeah.
So next, why do you think that people were outraged when this video came out?
Because he's gay. I think they're just mad because religion is a theme in there, and everybody has their opinions and feelings about religion, and he had his own thoughts and feelings, and those things definitely clashed. But I think really it has a lot to do with prejudice.
Yeah, it's not to say that everyone that is religious is offended or against this video, but it's safe to say that a vast majority of the people that did have problems with this video have more problems with the fact that he is either black or gay or using such heavy religious symbolism.
Exactly.
Then do you think that it's okay for music videos in general to be as provocative as this one is?
Yeah. Like I said before, it's an art form. It can be as provocative or non-provocative as it wants to be. It doesn't really matter. Again, they're not catering to the people. They're catering to their own, expression.
They're doing what they want to do with
what they want to do.
The things that they make. So, do you think that Lil Nas X has done anything inherently wrong within the making of this video or song?
No, I don't think so. And he's also been really good about responding. Like, he's
very active, yeah.
Yeah, he's active, and he's not, hiding, or he's supporting his art, but also being pretty much,
He's staying true to himself.
Yeah.
And not backing away from critics or anybody that's against what he's doing. Then do you think that, or you did a podcast about an icon that supports gay rights. How do you think they would have responded to this video?
Honestly, I think Chrissy, she would have really I'm sure she does support this video. I'm sure she's all for it. She's all about standing up for what she believes in and being an icon for her own self. And I think that Lil Nas just really does that well. And I think
being himself,
and I think she's all for that. She supports it, and yeah, I think she would have.
Then what are your thoughts on the homophobia being directed towards Montero?
I think that's ridiculous. Again, he's being true to himself, and there's no reason for any of that.
it's 2021.
Yeah.
And people are allowed to be themselves and be themselves in any way or shape or form that they want to.
Yeah.
I would say.
For sure.
So, in conclusion, Montero Hill is a musician that makes whatever he wants to make, which is exactly how the creation of art in general should be, in my opinion. The modern world can be a very scary place for people of different races or sexualities, which is exactly why Hill knew the massive importance of his song and video. I think that everything he is doing for people is amazing, and he is truly allowing countless quieted voices to finally be heard. The norm needs to be changed every now and then, and there's no better time than now. Hill does not deserve any of the hate and ill will that is being sent his way, and I excitedly look forward to everything that he creates in the future.